Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne?
Happy New Year! My poor little sick horn. If you're getting this, you said, I'm in. So, damn, you took the bread pill again. What are you gonna do? It's time for another adventure. So, are you all in? Are you all in for 2014? Have you found something, a direction to go in, a goal that's really worth failing at? Yeah, that's what I said. I said failing at, because if you're not willing to fail, you cannot be successful. You have to be willing to push the envelope and make mistakes and fall on your butt. In fact, that's why you want the goal to be so juicy, because you don't care if you fall on your butt, because you're on the way to the Taj Mahal, or you're on the way to this cool thing, and you don't care if you fall down along the way. It has to be connected to your soul. It has to be something that will transform you. That is the way to create success. So you can grow in ways that you will be forever changed. Here's my big new direction that scares me and excites me. I'm calling it the Orc Revolution. Outcast Rebel, Creator Revolution. I believe that there's so many of us that have new blueprints, new ways to do things, new things to create, to bring to this world. And some of us, like me in the past, have spent a little more time rebelling than creating. And if you're, flipping off Moroni down at Salt Lake City, I want to see you. I want to know what you got. I want to know what you're ready to create. I don't care what you're fighting against. I want to know what you're fighting for. So there's going to be more information on upcoming videos about that. But in the meantime, is your goal juicy enough? If you've already got your goal and it's feeling really good, you're probably feeling a little bit like me, somewhere between thrilled and terrified. Good. That means that you're on the right track. If, however, you're having trouble discovering what that goal is, get a coach, do an online program, get support to find out what your goal is. It's important to not just have the goal be from your head. You've got to feel it with your whole body. If you don't feel it with your whole body, nothing is going to push you to get up and create that in the morning. So I also offer a 2-hour intensive called What the Hell Do I Want? If you want some support with that, you can contact me. Many people don't let themselves know what they want, and the reason is that their critic is too strong. Maybe they've failed too many times. Maybe they have a fear of failure. Maybe they beat themselves up so much that that little voice won't even talk to you anymore and tell you what you want. I have a program coming up at the end of January called the Critic Blaster, and it's a program that's going to help you reframe and retool your relationship with the critic so that it can be an ally. I'll be sharing more on that in the next video. But it's important, if you know your goal and you're on your way, that you've got a plan in place to deal with the saboteur. You've got a plan in place to deal with the part of you that wants to give up or that wants to avoid or procrastinate, because that is the part that will stop you, and you've got to address that head on. So I have a tool for you that will help you move forward in 2014 with more ease and less baggage. First, I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you to put a line in the middle. On the left side, I want you to put the things I wish I would have done that I didn't do. Write them all down. Forgive yourself for those things. Or maybe some things are still in motion. Or maybe you discover that some of those things you don't even want. Let it go. If there's something that really wants to happen in 2014, you can bring it on over to the right-hand side. The right-hand side is how you've succeeded. in 2013? What were your successes? I don't care how crappy the year was. I promise you, you can find successes. I went through recently and did a success journal of every success I've ever had in my life. And there was a particular decade that I didn't think I would find any success. And I found some of my biggest, juiciest successes in that place. So it's important that you start the new year off with knowing that you're already successful. You're not creating 2014 because you failed in 2013. You're creating from a place of, I already know I'm successful and I want to create more. It's so important to come into the year clean. So I hope that you use that tool and that it opens you up for clarity for 2014. If you already know what you want, if you know what the goal is, and you know that probably sabotage or procrastination or one of those things might show up for you, then click on the link below so you can get more information about the Critic Blaster so that you can eliminate the only barrier that we really have to our dreams, which is that internal critic. More on that program next week. In the meantime, thanks for joining me. Have an awesome first week of January. See you soon.
For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll tak a cup o' kindness yet for auld lang syne.